everybody. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing well. As you guys can see, I am already in the shorts. I've been in the shorts for a little while now. I'm hoping these are going to play. This seems like a really nice setup to me. I feel really good about this setup, so hopefully we can have some movement to the downside. As you guys can see, we had this 4-hour sweep out. So you guys can see by my executions, I tried to short over here. I was being impatient. I'm gonna journal this trade. This trade was just lack of patience, FOMO, all bad psychology coming into play. This is the real move that I should have waited for. Thankfully on this trade, I did half my risk because I wasn't as confident, which is already ringing alarm bells. Like, I feel like if I'm going into a trade already wanting to half my risk, it's probably not a good setup, and it should have been an eval trade or no trade at all. And honestly, it should have been no trade at all. Reflecting on it, this was a really bad time to short. But this trade, however, I'm super happy with. If this plays out or not, I'm very happy with this execution. We have this 4-hour sweep. We are inside a premium of the hourly range from this high to this low. As you guys can see, we are above 0.5. We're in a premium. We are inside this hourly fair value gap. And if you guys see with NQ right now, we have some SMT going on. So this swing high right there. Yeah, we have SMT. So these highs on NQ have been taken out. On ES, they haven't. They are resting up here. So we are in shorts on the hopefully weaker asset. So yeah, I'm hoping this 4-hour candle can expand lower and we can get in on that 4-hour expansion is basically what I'm hoping for here. And that is what we're aiming for. So we'll see whether that wants to play out or not. We have already rebalanced this range. We had a little 15-minute sweep. So I'm hoping we can start playing out the short very soon. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll just have to see whether this wants to play or not. I feel like this is a very A+ setup, so if probability wants to be on my side today, that would be great. But if this doesn't play, I'm happy with the execution. I'm happy to take the L on this particular trade for the shorts. I think this is a very good place to try and short for sure. I only have 7 micro ES contracts because, as I said, I've already taken a loss for the day. So a small risk on this trade, sadly, because I took a silly loss. But yeah, I do think that this trade has potential to run down into this hourly fair value gap, which is where I'm hopefully targeting for 2.5R. And then I may leave a runner. I'm just going to see how this hourly candle kind of closes and go from there. I'm hoping this hourly candle can close strong bullish, and then we can get that continuation into this hourly fair value gap right here. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we can start to expand lower. NQ looks like it's starting to. ES is kind of stalling a little bit. I don't really know why, but anyway. Anywho. I am in on ES because ES just did look more bearish to me, but in terms of like internally, I think NQ looks a little weaker right here, but I'm happy to take the trade on the stronger asset in terms of the higher time frame, the weaker asset in terms of the higher time frame. I feel like that's definitely the best decision to go for, is the higher time frame, not what the, the 1 minute, the 5 minute is showing me. So yeah, that's the logic. That's the logic behind the trade. So we'll see whether she wants to play out down to this hourly fair value gap or not. We have a lot of low resistance sell side resting to the left of us. We have some equal lows going on ES too, which is nice. So yeah, I'm just going to see how this goes. This isn't necessarily going to be my full TP. I'm kind of just going to see what price is telling me as we get some new candles going on. So yes. This 15-minute, especially on NQ, looks super strong. If we can close this 15-minute bearish, then I think we're at least going to come down into this gap on NQ, which should push ES lower also. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody's trading week been? Yes, let me pin the Discord community. I also have to start the Discord live stream. Here we go. And I will start the Discord live stream too. Let me just do that. There we go. Start the stage, live trading. There we go. Share my screen. There we go. That's for anybody who wants to watch it on Discord. Feel free to join. One of my friends likes you like Crush. Is that any chance for her in your life? Wait, is she a girl? Is she a girl or a boy? Either way, there is not a chance, but I'm just intrigued whether it's a girl. She said she. For you. Ooh, there's a singer on outside, so that's going to encourage me even more to just be singing this whole time, so prepare for that. I live it all. Why I should never make a change. I would really like for us to like start seeing some bearish price action before. I would like the hourly candle to close bearish. That would be the most ideal here. Like we do have a huge hourly wick, so if we can close with a small body, that would be ideal, but I would want us to close bearish, honestly. To never make a change. Honestly, NQ looks a little bit nicer right now, but we have just put in an internal S&T, so hopefully that will hold. Dun 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 dun. Never make a change. Honestly, be my worst week, but we are abiding to risk management, so we're good. Nice. Love that for you. Love that for you. Oh, the singer outside is really fucking going for it. I'm like really here for it, actually. But where's my follower account? Bug. Bug. Go away. Dun, dun, dun. Yo, you. Ooh, you. I'm gonna sell. Another 50. One. I only do 10 fucking macros in it. Oh. Oh wait, no, it's okay, fine.
See orders placed.
I would love for this to get like a bit of a move on now. Would love for us to just start pushing a little bit lower now. I don't really want another 15-minute sweep on either NQ or ES. I like this internal SMT. I would hope that this will hold, to be honest with you, but you know. It's bullish as heck. 4 down days, Friday to rebalance. I'm just not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment. If you think it's bullish, then that's totally okay. Why don't you go ahead and take some longs? 118 viewers is crazy, big time now. Oh, thank you. That's kind. We usually do. We have pretty consistent viewers in here every day, so it's really nice. Can you guys hear the singer outside through my mic or not? I feel like you probably can't, but let me look. No, you can't. That's a shame. He's really great. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. NQ price low-key tweaking. Look at these candles. You heard him before, but it cut out. No way. He's honestly really good. You going break even on this one? Not yet, no. Not yet. I'm only in $8 of profit. Body's been a mess. And your hair and the way you like to dress. Come on over. On me. How much did I risk again? I have 7 on, I think. 140. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Partial in this one. Partial right now? Partial at $0. Your stop loss is my TP, lol. Good job, bro. I think he means that we can't hear, like, the singer. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. I just joined the stream, no hate. That's okay. I can deal with it. Everybody's allowed a different idea of price. Your model may have presented longs, my model presented shorts, and that's completely fine. One of us will win, one of us will lose. On me. Come on away. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Time do I typically get off the charts? It honestly does depend on price action, like how early I'll take my first trade. Like right now, because I'm taking my first trade at, 6 a.m., 6:40 a.m. EST, I will probably be off my charts for market open because like I'll just be done by then. But sometimes I'll take my first trade at like 8 a.m. or I won't even get a trade until market open. So it really does just completely depend. That's okay. Like people can join the stream and have a different idea to me and take the opposite trade. I really don't mind. That's what you have to deal with if you're a streamer. You have to, like, people will have a different idea to you and that's fine. Everybody has a different perspective on price. This is the thing, like, a trading model is just a perspective on price. ICT concepts is a perspective on price. Everyone will have a different perspective. I saw what I wanted to see, take the shorts. Usually for me to take the shorts here, what we had is we have this 4-hour sweep. We have this 1-hour bearish fair value gap, and we are in a premium of the 1-hour range, as you guys can see. That being said, after that 4-hour sweep, which we had right here, we had the 4-hour sweep. I will then wait for, so we swept out the 4-hour, the previous 4-hour high right there. Then I will wait for a market structure shift. So I'm waiting for a close below some sell side liquidity. We had that close below right here. And then I just waited for a retrace back up as I anticipated us to retrace back into this 3-minute fair value gap. So that is where I entered. A little bit lower than that actually. But yeah, I just waited for the retrace up. We had, as long as I have 3 higher time frame confluences that make sense and we have swept out in external liquidity, which in this case we've swept out the London session high, then I'm happy to take a stab at it. Everything's kind of lining up together. So yeah, we'll see whether it plays out. Right now we're just kind of chopping around. No, my TP is not at London low. I'm probably gonna, like, if we do end up, coming lower and I get my break even, etc., like, I'm probably gonna adjust where my TP is. I just want to, like, base my TP off what price is telling me. Like, this hourly doesn't look like it's gonna close very heavily. So yeah, I don't know. Like, this is probably gonna be my final TP, to be honest. Like, I can see this being a good spot for a potential reversal to happen. So yeah, this makes sense for my TP here because we have this hourly fair value gap in here, which potentially could be a spot for us to continue being bullish today. So that's why my TP is there. I would love for this 650 to 710 macro to, like, move us somewhere. Because right now we're just kind of chopping. I would love for us to move somewhere. I want to get rid of these. They're low-key, like, kind of annoying me. Yeah, we are just stuck in a chop. I low-key wouldn't mind for us to, like, sweep out this high on ES, kind of manipulate out of this chop. I was kind of expecting for this to just run, so I'm not super happy. Like, the trade looked really good when I entered, but now it's like got this new hourly candle opening. I'm just happy that we are hopefully closing with a strong wick. What indicator do you use for marking out trading sessions? So I have 3 indicators on my chart. The one that is marking out the trading sessions is called KZP PFO in brackets, and it stands for kill zones and pivots. So it shows you like the London session and the London session highs and lows, and then all the other sessions and highs and lows. It's actually really useful from anticipating like seeing where the liquidity is. It helps with like visuals, I think. Helps me anyway, because I'm a super visual learner, so having it all on my charts is nice. Sister, your English is super. Thank you. I should hope so. It's my what is the word? Not native. What the heck is the word when like something is your like dominant accent? I forgot what the word is. I'm in shorts as well. Haven't traded this early in a while. Okay, Segi, that makes me feel better that you're in shorts too. That makes me feel a lot better. Official. No, mother tongue. That is not what I was thinking of, but that's a great phrase. That's really not what I was thinking of, though. Dialect. No, that is not the word that I was thinking of. What is it? I'm going to ChatGPT it. It's going to annoy me otherwise. What is the word when something is your, like, dominant accent? Not accent, oh my god. Oh, native. Maybe it is native. What? That is, I have a word in my head and that just doesn't like. Maybe it is native that I was thinking of. I don't know. Dialect, you owe me an account. No, it wasn't. I'm afraid. I'm afraid it was not. Let's see the 5-minute. Why is like NQ low-key looking more bearish now? Honestly, I struggle with picking the weaker asset so much. Like in terms of the higher time frame, ES is so much weaker. Like look at this SMT that we have. But now on the actual trade that I'm in terms of the lower time frame, NQ looks a lot weaker. So yeah. I'm hoping this new hourly candle / 15-minute candle will take these out and then run lower. I think that is what I would like to see, to be fair. I'd like to see these taken out on the new hourly candle and then for us to push lower. I think that would be nice. Up into 0.618, push lower. Check the hourly chart. Yeah. Looks like it's going down. That's my thoughts too. That is my thoughts as well. I hope so. That would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. I just want NQ to be below 29,470. Yeah, honestly, I think if we can get a closure below there, we'll be fine. I'm a little bit nervous about ES. I'm honestly, for this hourly candle open, I'm gonna just move my stop loss to there. like that just makes sense for me to do now. I'm only in 7 ES micros, so just give it a little bit of room. I wouldn't want it to come up here, honestly, but just having it on the high of the SMT is a little bit better. But I would not be happy if we swept that out. But I think if we did sweep that out and then head lower, I'd be really fucked off with that. So all right, we got the new hourly candle opening. So I want this to literally sweep these out and then push lower. That is what I'm hoping and praying for. Hoping and praying for that, but we'll see. I don't want to get caught in the AMD, so I'll give it 1 point more of room. I really didn't anticipate this to just like chop as soon as I entered, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have entered, but you know what I mean. What's up, Claudia? How are you doing? I'm good. How are you? Claudia, do you trade New York session? Sometimes. It totally depends. If I get like really good trades during the pre-market session, then I won't. But if I don't find a setup, then I'll trade New York session because sometimes my model can play out during New York instead. Would you do the same trade on MNQ? Yes, I shorted ES, not NQ, because ES is more bearish in terms of the higher time frame. Like ES is way weaker, as you guys can see. NQ has taken out this high, ES hasn't. So I just thought shorts were a higher probability to kind of go further on ES, but NQ seems to be moving faster than ES, so who knows? Got stopped for break even. Damn, twin. That's a shame. I like this closure on NQ. I think that's nice. I don't like kind of how far behind. Not actually that far behind, but I'm just being wary of NQ versus ES right now. So that I can figure out when to go break even. I'd like to see a 5-minute closure over these swing lows, to be honest with you. Right, I'm moving my stop loss back to here now that we've had that open. Now that we've had that open, oops, not mean to do that. They're actually, like, ES is actually weaker, but it just looks like NQ is moving more, I think. But NQ is actually doing just fine. I'm looking for Asian session lows. That would be so ideal. I have like an emergency take profit right there for now, but I'm gonna see how we go on and adjust accordingly. Because I do think that we have potential to go further than there if we do want to just continue lower. But I think if we're still bullish, there's a chance that my current take profit is where we could reverse. So yeah, that's valid. That's valid. We had that C2 closure on the hourly on both NQ and ES. So I'm anticipating this hourly candle and potentially the next hourly candle to be expansion candles. So everything's kind of lining up nicely. Everything is lining up very nicely. This hourly fair value gap, to me, when you look at the hourly time frame, that just does look like the next place we want to go to. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I do low-key wish that I took this on NQ, but oh well. Low-key been in this trade for so freaking long. Okay, that was a 15-minute sweepy sweep, which I did anticipate, to be honest. I just think that wickless, those equal highs on ES just look too good to be true. We have SMT now, but we have left equal highs on NQ, which obviously isn't that ideal. Yeah, I'm in on ES because ES is weaker on the higher time frame, but looking at NQ, I do think NQ looks nicer. Like, my entry is on... Oh no, it would be similar actually. I don't know. We'll see. This SMT could hold and we push lower, that would actually be really clean. NQ just looks so much better right now. I'm not very good at picking the correct asset to trade. That's something that I've found that I need to work on. Yeah, I actually want to try those Top Step 3K challenge accounts. They actually look really good. Right, don't shout at me, but because we have equal lows on NQ, I want to move my stop loss to this high just for a minute. Just for a minute. Give it a bit more room. Because we may want to sweep those out. Because ES is now all of a sudden just more fucking bullish. I want to give it a bit of space. Oh, they're sold out? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that they'd be sold out. What the fuck? Damn, I really wanted to give one of those a go. They actually kind of look fire. If you don't know, Top Step's basically doing a challenge where you have to do an eval as usual, make 3K, and then once you're like at the funded stage, if you make 3K, you withdraw the 3K, and then the account's closed, and that's it. And it was $50. The account's closed, that's it. And it was like a challenge type thing. Actually sounded really cool. I didn't realize they'd sell out that quick, otherwise I would have bought one. Damn. Oh well. Oh well, what can you do, eh? This lower time frame structure just looks so poo. Damn, I didn't realize they were limited supply. That's good to know for the future though, I guess. Close that trade, bitch. Shut up. Bitch, shut up. We let it play. If it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss. If it hits take profit, woohoo. If it's still bullish, then I'm just wrong, and that's okay. Sometimes I will be wrong. I entered the trade because I think we're bearish, and just because I'm in a bit of drawdown, that's not going to change the fact that I still think that we're bearish. You guys are so funny. The thing is, like, this trade has a great probability of playing out just from my market experience, but there is also a probability that it won't play out. And that's the same with any trade you take. No trade has an 100% probability of playing out, no matter how great the higher time frame looks, no matter how great the lower time frame looks, no matter how great your entry is. No trade has an 100% probability of playing out. But from my backtesting, from my data analysis, from my data gathering, this trade has a good chance of playing out. So that's why I take the trade. Does that mean I'm certain the trade will play out? No, I'm never going to be certain a trade will play out. If someone is telling you I'm 100% certain a trade is playing out, unless they are Baron Trump, they are bullshitting you. You can never be 100% certain, but it's like, is this worth risking some of my funded account to take? And in this case, yes. It's all a game of probability. You have to detach from the outcome. The outcome of one trade does not mean shit. It doesn't mean your model works. It doesn't mean your model doesn't work. The outcome of one trade doesn't mean anything. The outcome of trades over a month, over 2 months, over 6 months, over a year is what shows you whether something is going to work. You're going to have losses, even if you do everything according to your plan, you follow all of your rules, your psychology is intact, you risk perfectly. You can still have losses. That's why psychology is so important, because if you have good psychology, it stops you from turning that one loss, which is due to probability, into 2, 3, 4 losses, because you're on a spiral, because you feel like, shit, I don't know anything. You lose all your confidence, you hesitate on trades, you see your model play out, you FOMO enter, and then you get stopped, you know? Do you ever cut your trades before hitting your stop loss? No, never. If I'm in a trade, I have to deal with the outcome of that trade. Because as soon as you hit that buy or sell button, your brain is not in logic mode anymore. It's in emotional mode. It's in fight or flight mode. It's in survival mode. As soon as you click that buy or sell button, you are not in a state of mind to be making decisions about that trade. That's why we make decisions in a calm state. I made the decision to enter this trade in a great mental state, so if it hits my stop loss, it doesn't matter. But I will not make decisions while I'm in the trade, because I see a bit of red, I panic, and then I'm like, shit, I have to get out the trade. You know? So I never make decisions while I'm in a trade. It either hits my TP, it hits my break even, or it hits my stop loss. After the fact, an hour after, 2 hours after I get out of the trade, I can then reflect on whether it was a good or bad trade. I will reflect on my winning trades, and I will reflect on my losing trades too. And this is important, because just because a trade won doesn't mean that it was a good trade for you to take in the long term, in terms of long-term consistency and long-term longevity. Like long-term profitability, some wins you take might have been a bad win and bad for your progress as a trader. So I reflect on all trades an hour, 2 hours after, once the emotions have subsided and I'm back into a logical state of mind. And I'll reflect, was this a good trade? Did I follow my model? Whether it was a win, a loss, a break even, or a no trade day, I reflect on every trading day and see whether I stuck to my plan or not. Because even on no trade days, I could have not stuck to my plan. I could have hesitated on a trade, seen it played out in front of my eyes, but not taken it because I lack confidence or whatever. You know, a no trade day, I can still break my rules. So I reflect on everything that's happened during the trading day. You got to let price play out. Once you've entered, that's it. Let it play out. If you're wrong, and you broke your rules, you can reflect on it later and learn from it. If you close the trade in the middle while you're emotional, see, you know, a couple candles in your direction, you'll probably re-enter at a worse price. You have a higher probability of getting stopped out. Like, it's just not worth it. Let the trade play out. If it's a loss, oh well. Losses are part of the process. We're human, we make mistakes. And because of probability, we're bound to lose trades too, you know? Honestly, this same broker has reached out to me. I'm actually not even being dramatic. This same broker has reached out to me probably 200 times now. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. 200 times. 200 occasions of reaching out to me and asking to partner with me, and I haven't replied to a single one. But they still do it. It's like, are we actually serious right now? Like, are we actually serious? I would not cut the loss here. That's just silly. You let the trade play. If you can take a good loss, you are so much closer to being consistently profitable than someone who puts their trade in the middle of it because they're scared to hold through a little bit of drawdown. Like, I can hold through $70 of drawdown. I'm fine. If it hits my stop loss, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. It hurts in the moment when you see it because it feels like your survival instincts will tell you you've done something wrong. And it, like, you do feel like shit when you take a loss because our brains naturally associate a loss, a trading loss, a loss of money with failure, because that's what we're conditioned to do. Like, in society, we're conditioned to feel like losing money is failure because money is currency, money is power, money is everything. So that's what we're conditioned to feel. In trading, a loss of money on your funded accounts is not a failure. You could have followed all of your rules and taken a great loss. You could have had a great day. A winning day is not necessarily a green day. A winning day is, have I followed all my rules? Okay, question, just curious. If you see your setup twice in a day, would you still only take one trade a day? Wouldn't that mess with your probability? So if you're talking about the video that was with Prop Firm Match yesterday, so I do only take, like in this case, I've taken 2 trades because I half my risk, but I will only like lose or make money on, like I have a max loss limit. I risked half on this trade because I had a good idea that it wasn't going to play out. I don't usually do that. I've not done that in a long time, to be honest. I don't really know what I was doing. But if I take like a loss across my funded accounts, for example, then if I do see another setup, I'll trade an eval. Or to be honest, I do have other funded accounts with Alpha, which are currently on Alpha Trader. So what I've been doing is I'll take 1 trades on my main like funded accounts, and then whether it wins or loses, if I see another setup, I'll take that other setup on my Alpha funded accounts, because I just forget to trade them because the Alpha Trader platform is not the best. I'm really fucking mad that I took this on NQ. Like, NQ just looks so much weaker right now. Oh, I would literally be at approximately break even if I'd entered on NQ right now, but instead I'm in negative 96. I swear to God, if this shit puts in SMT and then dumps, I'm going to be so mad. I'm actually going to be so mad. Like, that could high key happen too. That actually could happen. Look at this shit. Are we serious? I'm going to be so sad if that happens, but that will just be... Oh, holy fuck. Oh, that's going to have slipped me so bad. I just know it. I swear to God, if this plays now, I'm actually going to be so annoyed. Why has my SMT not come up? Hello? Hello? Oh. I have to change it. If that SMT holds, I'm really going to be so sad. You don't have to say it twice, babe. I actually don't know. I just have a really big feeling that this SMT is going to hold. I'm not sure, but I do feel like it might. Yeah, my stream is a little bit behind. If you want to watch it like fully live, you can join the Discord. I have it running on Discord, and Discord has no delay. Right. Oh, I feel like I will have got slipped really badly on that. I might don't even want to check. Oh my god, yeah, I really did. Oh my god, that's so jarring. I swear to god, you only ever get slipped when it's your stop loss. If it's your TP and it wicks through your TP, you get the exact amount. I swear, every time. So annoying. I'm fine with that trade. I don't mind that trade at all. I actually had quite a lot of conviction in that trade, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, the S&T didn't hold, so I feel slightly better about the trade, but not that great also. If people say told you, you just know that they're like not a good trader. Oh my god, go away. Just so ridiculous when people say that. Like, I don't think they realize that if you say that, you are literally revealing that you don't know how to trade. If you're saying, oh, I told you this would happen, like, you don't know the game of probability then, which means you can't be consistently profitable in my eyes. Maybe that's just me, but that's what I think anyways. Oh, there was? Let me look. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna copy and paste the news into the chat. There we go. Oh, that slipped me so bad. That slipped me so bad. So annoying. Ugh. Oh well. That's what it is. Guys, can you stop saying bye? Like, please just stop. Look how much of a premium we're in. Buying here would be very silly. Buying down here, maybe. I can take another trade, but I will probably be trading evals today. Now. I would trade in. I have a new. I have a new Tradeify Select account. So I'm gonna probably trade that. I just need to actually add it. But yeah, I'm done on fundeds today, like, because I just know, like, as much as I'm so used to the chat saying this bullshit, like, it still pisses me off, so I just shouldn't trade any fundeds for the rest of the day. I'm done. Okay, add account. Trade of 8, 50k, select. And then I have a code. $80. Okay. play. Why is this taking so long? I just think buying there is really silly. No one has told me I'm buying here, so it's not like I'm being like, you're an idiot, but like if it's your model to just like buy at the very high of the previous, how many hours is this? Like 8-hour range, then like fairs. Like on a pullback maybe, but it's just, in my eyes, it just seems a little silly. You seem like a good and composed trader. Losses are part of trading. Exactly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. They are all part of the game, guys. Yay, I can trade my Tradeify. Select eval. Let's log in to Tradeify. I'm super, super happy with that loss. In my eyes, that loss was great. A great loss to take. That's just me. I think the only thing I would say is that NQ is the better asset to trade, but I don't know how I could have anticipated that beforehand. So I'm going to look back in my charts in a little while and see how I could have anticipated that. Obviously, I still would have got stopped out, but I potentially would have been break even if I'd entered around this price. My stop loss right there. Okay, no, I probably wouldn't have been break even actually. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe schmaybe, I have no idea. I think if we can get this 30-minute sweep, I think a re-entry would low-key be nice, but I don't know. We have this hourly wickless. Is that actually an hourly wickless? Oh, no, it's ES. I don't really care about ES. I don't want to like marry my trade idea, so I'm gonna be careful. Yay, fresh eval, let's go. Yeah, I really don't want to marry my bias, but I still do think that the shorts could play out. So, you know. We've just had a 1-hour sweep. We've just had a 30-minute sweep also. So, but I don't like that wickless. Oh no, there is no wickless. Oh, I do low-key kind of like this on NQ. I really do like it, but I don't want to marry my bias. But that 30-minute sweep with SMT is kind of nice. Maybe we just do it, right? We're on an eval, so it low-key doesn't really matter. We could just do some like small risk, maybe. I don't know. I want some like proof that SMT is gonna hold. I also want to make sure I'm not marrying my bias. That's also important. I'd like to wait for a bit more confirmation. No, I think buying a pullback is fine. If that's your model, then fair play. But I was saying like up here, people were saying, oh, it's buys, and I'm like, holy fuck, okay. Low key, high key, low key, high key, low key. If I was gonna short like right there, gosh, yeah, let's short 6 minis. High key. Let's short 6 minis. No, let's actually just not do that. I would want to do micros. I'd want to see a close below. Let's get ES back here. So that is the 30-minute high. We do have S&T there, but low key, high key, low key. No, that's the 30-minute high. I do trade market open. I have actually been trading market open quite a lot this week because my model just hasn't presented itself until a little bit later. So I have been trading market open. Let's see whether we can find a little fibby. That would be nice. Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay. Wait, do we actually have equal highs there? Like, no. Trying to figure out whether you're actually like not sure or whether you're just not sure because the chat is infiltrating my brain is a tough one. We'll see. I think that this high now is going to be the next place it wants to go if this 15-minute fair value gap that we have on the left doesn't hold. This 15-minute fair value gap doesn't hold, then I think we're definitely going to come here and then we could potentially anticipate shorts, I think. For me, premium and discount of the hourly range matters a lot, so I wouldn't be looking to take longs up to there, I don't think. I've been roaming around, always looking down, and all I see painted faces in the places I can't reach. I'm sad that didn't play. I think that could have been some clean ass shots. August has been quite hard. I've managed to have a payout in August, but it was only small, and then since I've had that payout, I've struggled a little bit. Like this week, there's been some great trades, but kind of got unlucky with them. Like there were shorts that I took off market open. I was just in on the wrong asset, so I ended up break even, and it would have been a really nice win. I got stopped out due to SMT between micro NASDAQ and mini NASDAQ. Like this week in particular has been just like a week of what the fuck is going on, rather than like, holy shit, I don't know what's going on. Like I feel like this week on stream I've read price quite well, but it's just not worked in my favor, sadly. Hello? Did I just cut out or no? Got my overnight oats, guys. Of course. No, I actually don't think this is too clean for a re-entry for longs, and the reason is because my entry would be confirmed after we close below this sell side liquidity, and that low is literally gonna be the high of a bullish fair value gap, which could at 15-minute, which could potentially propel price. We could tap in and continue higher. So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. Okay, new 15-minute candle. No, I don't really want caps. We have the new hourly candle very soon. Guys, you want to know what's so mad? So, sorry. There was some guy who always used to hate on my shit, right? And he a few months ago like messaged me and was like, hey, like I used to be a hater, I'm not gonna lie, but I've actually realized that you're genuinely like progressing in your trading and like I like you're killing it and like I got the wrong impression, so I'm sorry. And now like if I ever get hate comments, like he backs me. How crazy is that? Like holy switch up. I trade session sweeps paired with like internal higher time frame candle sweeps. Hi, when I use your code with Lucid, do I have to do anything? No, you do not. You will be automatically entered into the weekly draw now, so no worries. If I have like an extra giveaway, then I need people to open tickets, but at the moment, like you'll be automatically entered. I'm getting this set up. Sorry, Alan, I literally have not made you aware of this. Stand by me. Be afraid No, I won't be afraid. Stand by me. Darling, stand by me. I'm singing along with him. He's really good. By me. Basically, I get the emails of people automatically when they use my discount code. So I'm just going to like copy and paste all of the emails and shove them into a random spinner. And then I will email them. So yeah. Oh, stand by me. Stand. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, don't stand. I have haters in denial. I know. It's crazy. Crazy. If you're a hater of mine, then I love you. Guys, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? All right, we got the new hourly candle opening very soon. So this is gonna be 1 hour high. Same with this. Let me get rid of that. Let's see the new 8 a.m. candle and see what it wants to do for us today. I really thought the shorts were gonna play out, but they didn't fucking play out because the futures market hates me. Look at me. We got 15 with a very small top wick. This is NQ. I would like to see gold actually. Let's look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold is flying. That is what gold is doing. Oh my god, literally not a single letter of that high was correct. Like, not a single letter. It's really funny. Right. Hourly candle is about to fucking open. I have NQ on both screens, and I don't know why. Detective Fibs, the singing needs some polishing. Damn. I really thought I was gonna be a singer though. Okay. But I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. I think that was quite good. Don't you think? Oh, what's he singing now? He's singing something crazy now. Oh, I think he's singing I lose control. I think he's singing that. Right, we tapped into the 15-minute bullish fair value gap, so now I want price to come back upwards. That close looks crazy. That looks fucking crazy. Kidding me? 3 out of 10? The fuck? My screen's not visible. Why not? I can see it fine. Why not? Literally not in the correct spot, though. Oh my gosh, that's really annoying. You guys are gonna see madness. No, that looks terrifying. Oh my gosh, it's really annoying. Should I do like that? Is that better? Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Use that. That was just irritating me. Look at this 1 hour closure. And look at ES. Let's see YM. Yeah, YM closed very strong too. What is that accent? I don't know. I'm not sure what accent I was going for there. I'm quite good at accents. Guys, give me an accent to do and I'll do it. I'm actually really good at accents. Look at this. We've got fucking 1 hour sweep. We've got fucking 30-minute sweep. We've got fucking closure. Greek? Oh my god, I can't do Greek. I don't even know what a Greek accent sounds like. I lose control when you're not next to me. Russian. Oh my gosh. Russian. I don't have it in my head. Like, I can't hear it in my head. I don't think I've heard a Russian accent enough to do that. I didn't fade this. I was in these shorts, but I got stopped out on this bullshit. Indian accent. I feel like I'll get cancelled for that. Isn't that cancel worthy or not? I feel like it is. I'm not doing that. You guys setting me up for cancellation. Y'all are setting me up for fucking failure here. Oh, he's got a tambourine going now. That's lovely. Good job. Good job, little bro. Australian. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. You should go get a little bite to eat, and then we could go down to the beach. I thought that's quite good. Oh, I like these shorts, but I'm just not, like, I feel confused. And when I feel confused, let's just not. Realistically, the shorts should have been from here, up on that high. No, I just feel confused. Liverpool accent. You alright, girl? Chicken burger and chips. Very nice, proper bargain as well. Have a good weekend, Billy. Good morning from Brazil. Good morning, Brazil. I'm a bit worried. I placed a trade with Lucid Micro. It should have been 50 pips, but made a mistake. Only about 1 pip, and the trade ended in less than 5 seconds. I worried I broke the 5-second rule. Is it on the eval? Or what? What's the vibe? Oh my god, he's really going for it with this tambourine. He's having such a great time. I unfunded. I don't know. I don't personally know. I've never done it. Just see what happens, and if they close it, just message and be like, I'm so sorry, it was a mistake. And they might let you off. I have no idea. Okay. $15-minute high. Probably. 15-minute high. Thank you. My accent is British. Hey Claudia, I am fully blown my capital while trading and have a debt of $30,000. I'm thinking to quit trading. Am I doing right? Sorry if I shouldn't have shared that here. That's okay. You're allowed to share. I would say it's up to you, right? If you want to make trading work, you've already blown $30,000 on this. And you have to think, if I walk away from this and never trade ever again, and I die an unprofitable trader after losing $30,000, will I be okay with that? And if the answer is yes, then I would potentially walk away. But if the answer is no, then you need to come up with a plan on how you're gonna completely shift your mindset, your psychology, to be able to do this. And because you've already lost $30,000, you're starting back off at a disadvantage already, because in your head you have to make that back. You're in debt, you have to make that back. You have financial pressure. Anybody who has financial pressure is literally destined to perform worse as a trader than people who have other streams of income that are keeping them comfortable paying their bills, right? You need to relieve the financial pressure. You need to be working a job, and that's sorting out the debt. And then the trading is a whole new aspect. You should not be trading to solve your debt. In fact, you shouldn't be spending any money on trading at all if you want to do this. I think you've gone through $30,000 in debt. That is a complete lack of discipline, in my opinion. And you have no trust in yourself. You can't even trust yourself to come onto the charts and not put yourself into debt. You know? The thing is, I would never end up in debt with trading because I am disciplined enough to stop when I've taken a loss for the day. I would never end up in debt because I'm very patient. I take things very, very, very slowly. Like, I just would never end up in debt. And that's not me saying, like, I'm better than you. That's not the point. I came into trading with, some advantages and some disadvantages. My disadvantages were my technical analysis. I had some psychology problems, but my advantages were I am very disciplined and I'm very patient. Those two things have helped me a lot and meant that I was net positive after my first ever trading payout, including free accounts that I've had, by the way, before anyone says that. Including free accounts, I was net positive, okay? So I completely trust myself in knowing that I would never put myself into debt in trading. If you can't honestly say that to yourself, which right now you can't because you need to get to a state of mind where you completely trust yourself to not put you in a position like that. I know that I would never put myself in a position like that because I am disciplined and patient enough to not do that. I can walk away from the chart after a loss and go about my day and leave the charts till the next day, till the next week. After my first ever trading payout, I took a week off trading. Even though I had the most euphoric feeling ever, I forced myself to take a week off because I knew that euphoric feeling was going to lead to ego, FOMO trading, all sorts of shit, and was going to affect my trading. So I took a week off. And does that mean I'm the most disciplined trader in the world? Nowhere fucking near. I have a lot to work on. But I'm disciplined enough to trust myself that I won't put myself into debt. And if you cannot honestly say, I would never put myself into debt, you need to demo trade and build up discipline, build up patience through external activities, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's forcing yourself to do the same productive routine every single day for 66 days until you master that habit. You have to build up discipline in other aspects of your life so that you can prove to yourself that you can be disciplined and that you can trust yourself to do something and show up every single day. You have to not break your rules in terms of life for you to understand that you're not going to break your rules on the chart. Like in the morning, I have non-negotiable things that I do every single day, Monday to Friday. Non-negotiable. If I break my rules and don't complete these or do them late or whatever, I feel shit for the day because I feel like I've let myself down. Every single morning, I will do all my skincare, wash my face, make sure I'm hygienic. Every single morning, I will meditate. Every single morning, I will journal. Every single morning, I will have a healthy breakfast. Every single morning, I will take a walk outside and see nature. I have non-negotiable things that I do every single day. So I build up that trust with myself that I can follow my rules. I can follow the non-negotiable things. I trust myself to do that every day. I know every Monday to Friday, I will wake up and do these things. And that's why doing these things outside of trading helps you on the charts. I know it sounds like a load of bullshit, people saying, oh, how is going to the gym going to help me on the charts? Not even just the health benefits that the gym has for your brain. Even if we factor those out, you showing up to the gym, even twice a week, right? You're proving to yourself, I will do stuff that's good for myself. I will show up when I don't want to do that. I will show up for myself because I know that future me is going to be happy with that. You have to do stuff for your future self. I always think if I want to get into bed, I'm so tired at night, but I still have to do something, even if it's monotonous as washing my hair. I will wash my hair because I am doing stuff to help out future me. So me and future me have a great relationship. Tomorrow me is going to be really happy because today I'm going to complete all of my tasks so that I can relax over the weekend. And if you keep doing stuff for future you, you build this great relationship with yourself and you build that trust with yourself. People don't realize that you and yourself can have a great friendship. The same as you and a best friend. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do things which would make future you happy. You have to treat yourself. You have to allow yourself to rest. You have to complete your tasks so that you can, feel like you have a purpose and advance and make money and build wealth and success. Treat you and yourself and the things you do for yourself as if it's a friendship. You're trying to build a friendship with yourself. You're trying to build trust, all of that stuff. Every single morning, if you go on even a 10-minute walk in nature and you meditate and you journal, the way I journal every single morning, it's nothing to do with trading. Sometimes I'll talk about trading if it's on my mind, but usually it's nothing to do with trading. Usually my journal every single morning, I will do a brain dump. And it's literally whatever is on my mind, I will write down. Whether that's, I feel guilty about this. Whether that's, I feel so proud of myself this morning. Whether it's, I feel so unproductive and stressed. I will write that down. I start my day, I dump everything that is on my mind onto a piece of paper, I shut the book and I leave it behind and I go about my day. And I'm able to think so much clearer. I'm able to be so much more productive because all the troubles I've woken up with overnight that my brain has been working on subconsciously and going through, I put it onto a page, I shut the book, I leave the book behind, and that's it. I can go about my day without all these struggles and stress and pressures on my mind. If I feel any type of financial pressure, I'm writing about it in my journal before the day starts, because then I can kind of get it out the way, Did you learn this while meditating? I've honestly learned a lot of stuff while meditating. I would recommend meditation to everybody. Really not hard to get started. One of my favorite meditation techniques is one that you don't need any type of skill for. It's literally sit and let your mind wander. So you just sit and you just let your thoughts do their thing. Because chances are, especially in today's society, you don't allow your brain to just wander very often. You don't allow your brain to just think about things, think about whatever it wants to think. And the chances are your brain's going to think about the thing that it cares about the most in that moment. So if you have any stresses on your mind, if you feel a certain type of way, if you feel heartbroken, if you feel anger, if you feel sadness, if you feel fear, that is going to surface itself first because that is what's on your subconscious mind and you're not allowing yourself to think about it because you're so busy and you're trying to suppress all the emotions and everything. Meditation can really help you become a very emotionally intelligent person, which will help so much on the chart. So meditation will teach you a lot for sure. Because one of the things that I notice in a lot of people, especially younger people, I think people get better as they mature and as frontal lobes develop and things, but a lot of the things that I notice about, you know, my peers and my old self is that I wouldn't be able to recognize when I felt a certain type of way. I wouldn't be honest with myself. If someone had hurt my feelings, I wouldn't even be honest with myself because I don't want to hurt my own ego. So I would suppress that. I would be like, no, I don't care that they've done that to me. I don't give a shit about them. When it's all bullshit, but I would genuinely lie to myself and try and convince myself that I don't care, which I know within myself is not true. I'm very aware that that's not true, but I wouldn't want to admit it to myself because it hurts my ego. So you have to like build that relationship with yourself. That doesn't mean you have to start like crying on social media and telling your friends that like you feel embarrassed. You don't have to do that. But being honest with yourself is the first step to like emotional intelligence for sure. You can't admit to yourself, I feel shitty about that, or I was wrong about that, or I shouldn't have done that, I should have gone about this differently, then you're going to find it very hard in your trading journal to admit when you've made a mistake. You're going to blame it on everything else. You're going to say, oh, well, you know, price action was bad today, or, oh, well, like my flatmate was being really loud and interrupted me while I was trading. You're going to find anything else to blame it on but yourself when you make a mistake on the charts. And then it becomes very hard to fix these mistakes because they'll happen over and over again. And every time you'll find a new excuse. And it's like, how do you make progress in your trading journey if you're not learning from your mistakes? Mistakes are fine if you're starting out. Everybody makes mistakes when they're starting out. The amount of times I've made stupid mistakes just on TradingView, like placing wrong orders, placing the wrong number of contracts, executing on minis rather than micros. All of these mistakes, like, you know, they happen, and you'll make mistakes in terms of executions too. You'll take trades which you thought was valid, and then after you reflect and be like, okay, that wasn't actually valid. I did this and this wrong. Next time I will focus on this and this. And then all of a sudden, boom, you've improved your trading by even 1%. We got serious lectures from Claudia. I know. Once I get into flow state, like, I'm ready to spit facts. I don't know what price is doing right now. I actually just don't know. What sucks is I'm better in team sports. I wish I had a partner to bounce off and be responsible to. I get you. I think that's the hard thing about trading. 90% of people don't have someone to kind of bounce off, kind of like even debate with about things. Like me and Hannah will find ourselves debating over whether a trade is valid or not, and we'll be back and forth, and it does help you kind of discuss things out properly. So I think that is one of the hard things about trading. It's a lonely journey. And although I do have Hannah, like I've been through a large proportion of the journey alone. So I do get it. I wish my mum lectured me like this. Might have actually listened. That's funny. This was why I thought you went 22. To be fair, I do kind of understand what you mean. I think, like, I've always been told that I'm act older than I am. Like, I feel like in high school as well, like, I did everything early. Like, I tried alcohol for the first time way earlier than everyone else. I hit puberty very early. Like, just all things like that, too. Like, I feel like I did all the stupid shit at 14 that everybody else was doing at, like, 16, 17. That is one thing that I noticed. I was talking to Hannah about this yesterday. Exactly. And I have a guy, I'm not going to say his name. He may be watching. I think he watches my stream sometimes. I don't know. And he DM'd me like asking for help. He basically said like, I've blown so many accounts. I feel so shit. I can't do this. Da 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 da. And like, I'm not going to say his name because you'll understand why in a moment. But so I replied to him and I said, he was basically asking if I have a mentorship, and I was like, no, I don't have a mentorship, but I'm happy to help you for free. Like in my DMs, like I want to help you. I don't like have a paid thing because I'm just not qualified yet in terms of trading. So he kind of explained his situation, and I said, look, what does your day look like around trading? What does your day look like? And he said, I trade and then I'll doom scroll, stay in bed, I'll be upset, and then I'll probably revenge trade, but basically stays in bed all day and either doom scrolls or trades, and that's it. And I was like, okay, first of all, you need to follow this routine. I'm going to give you a routine. Whether you choose to follow it or not is up to you, but if you don't choose to follow this routine, then I don't want to give you any further advice, because any further advice I will be giving you will be a waste of time if that is how you're spending your day. If you're spending your day doom scrolling in bed and trading and then revenge trading and blowing all your money on accounts, if you can't even fix that aspect, you're not going to be able to fix any other psychological aspect during trading, you know? So I said, I'm going to give you this routine to follow. If you follow the routine, then we can talk more and I can try and help more where I can. But if you don't decide to follow this routine to the T, follow everything I say, then I don't want to talk anymore. You can figure this out on your own. If you don't even have the discipline to follow a simple routine and listen to me on that aspect, there's no way you're going to fucking listen to anything else I say, so I'll just be wasting my breath. So I gave him the routine and I said, 7 a.m. wake up every single day, Monday to Sunday, every single day. And the reason for that is because if you wake up at the same time every single day and don't throw off your body clock at the weekends, especially, because I know a lot of people, like, they'll be disciplined enough to get themselves up early during the week, but then at the weekend they'll go out, they'll stay out late, even if they're just staying up late doom scrolling, right? And then they'll mess up their body clock, so it's like they're always catching up throughout the week, so that's why they feel like they lack energy and mental clarity. So if you wake up at the exact same time every single day, maybe an hour apart, give yourself an hour lie-in at the weekend if you want, but don't go like from 5 a.m. in the week to, you know, midday at the weekend, because it's really bad for you. If you wake up at the exact same time every single day, you're training your circadian rhythm to understand, okay, at this time it's wake up time, we wake up now. You will feel way more refreshed when you wake up and just throughout the day, because your body will then understand what time it's going to go to sleep and it winds down. So 7 a.m. wake up every single day. Secondly, you're going to go to the gym. Even 3 times a week, you're going to go to the gym or work out. Every single day, you are going to spend at least half an hour in nature, whether that's walking, whether you're just sat, thinking, like whatever it is, you're going to spend 30 minutes in nature with no music and no phone. You can have your phone on you for safety purposes, but you're not on it. You have it like switched off, on silent, or on do not disturb, airplane mode, whatever. You're going to spend 30 minutes in nature every single day. So 3 times a week gym minimum, or exercise of some sort, whether that's running, like body weight workouts at home. Like you can literally, like, you don't need money for a gym membership if you don't have it. Like you can figure it out. And then 30 minutes every single day in nature. And those were the 3 things I said to him. So this is not a complex routine to follow. This is the 3 things that I said, and that was it. Because going from doom scrolling in bed all day to having some full-blown routine like I have a very specific, fine-tuned daily routine that I complete every Monday to Friday. So I was like, I'm not going to throw him in at the deep end because chances are he's not going to stick to it. So I'm going to give him 3 things to do and see whether he sticks to it. The final thing that I said to make it 4th is you're going to demo trade every single day. You're not going to buy a single new eval. You're going to demo trade every single day. And you're going to do this for a month straight. Check in with me after a week if you need anything. And I left it at that. Anyway, he messages me like a few days later saying, I blew my eval. I'm so upset. I was so close to passing it. I'm already like, okay. So I've just wasted my fucking breath then. And this is the difference between like wanting to help people, but also I respect my own time. If someone is going to genuinely ask me for advice out of desperation, genuinely ask me for advice, I spend my time out my day to give you advice, and you don't listen to a fucking thing I've said, I'm not going to give you any time anymore. Like, why would I? You're just going to not listen to what I say. Realistically, that made me realize he just wanted a place to bitch and moan about his life and mope around and act like the victim. He didn't actually want to sort his life out. He's addicted to the feeling of feeling like shit. He's addicted to stress. He's addicted to cortisol. And you can get addicted to the feelings of cortisol. your body will not know what it's like to be relaxed. Your body will be used to this roller coaster effect. Your body will be so addicted to adrenaline and cortisol that that's what your body will crave. And that's like a whole new thing. Like, you know, I feel like therapy might be a fucking good start, you know? So this is the thing. I'm always happy to help people, but as soon as they ask me for advice and just don't listen to a fucking thing I've said, it's done. It's like, you don't have the discipline to demo trade for a week. Like, what makes you think you're going to be in the top 1% of these people competing against financial institutions, people with PhDs, masters in economics, who we're competing against? What makes you think that you're going to be able to outcompete them if you can't even be disciplined enough to do a 30-minute session in nature with no phone every day? If you can't even wake up at 7 a.m. every day, what makes you think that you are going to be able to compete against these people who've been studying their whole fucking life for this? Like, I have discipline but zero strat. You're in a great position then, because that was the same as me. Okay, we have hourly SMT. Interesting. Hourly SMT had a little 15-minute sweep. I think this is a 30-minute sweep, actually. Yes, it is a 30-minute sweep. 30-minute sweepy sweep. Oh, I won't be afraid. Like telling a smoker to quit. If they don't want to, there's no point, no matter how much they moan about it. Exactly. And that's why you should never, like, I talk about this to do with relationships too, because like I've had friends before who've been with like a boy or a girl, they've been with them and they've not liked a habit that they have, whether that's that they vape, whether that's that they do drugs, whatever it is, whether that's that they go out clubbing. And like, my answer is always the same. It's like, did you know that when you first got together? And they always say yes. And I'm like, you can't change someone who doesn't want to change. Someone is not going to change their habits just because they like you and you want them to change. They have to want to within themselves. And if they wanted to within themselves, they would have stopped ages ago. You know? And that's not to say that like I know that there are stories of like men stopping doing drugs, like their wife changed them and shit, but like you can't decide to be with someone who has a habit and then start arguing with them about this habit that they have. It's like, you knew that from the start. If you want a non-smoker, then don't date a smoker. Like, it seems fucking obvious on paper, but apparently it's not. I'm constantly in fight or flight, whether it's work, trading, or relationship. When I'm calm, the trades come to me effortlessly. I feel that. I had a very long period where you know, when you just wake up and your heart is immediately racing. Like, my heart's immediately racing, like, fuck, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Like, oh my gosh, so much to do. I need to, like, do everything so fast with maximum efficiency. I need to multitask everything. That is like the worst state to be in. Like, I have been there. One thing I realized is that one of the things that I was doing, because I was so stressed about getting things done and being where I wanted to be as soon as possible, and like not wanting to fall behind and just having such high expectations for myself, is it led to me doing, like, me genuinely like consciously thinking about every single thing I did, and I would think, how can I do this the most efficiently? So I would think about the order of things, what's most efficient. So like, even when I'm like getting ready for bed, like I will wash my hair, brush my teeth, and then dry my hair, because then my hair's kind of drying while I'm brushing my teeth, so it'll take less long for me to dry my hair, so then I can go to bed earlier, so then I can get more sleep, so then I can feel better for tomorrow, so then I can potentially trade better. But this was like a constant thing in my brain at all times. And like, I still do it, but I'm like really trying to train myself not to do it, because it's so bad for you to be constantly like on full like sixth gear, like overdrive. That is what I was like at all times. And what it meant was I would multitask a lot, especially when I was on my computer. So if something took 5 seconds to load, I'd switch tabs and do something else over here, and then I'd switch back and continue with what I was doing. And I'm reading a book at the moment. What is the name of it? I spoke about it in my newsletter pretty recently. I started reading it on holiday, and it's really, really good for people who are constantly in fight or flight. I would highly recommend it. I'm gonna figure out what it's called. I think it's like Why You Should Take a Break, or I don't actually know. I can't remember. But anyway, this book talks about the fact that multitasking is so bad for your brain because you are using 2 different parts of the same like network in your brain at the same time. And like there's been so many studies to show that people who like overload this specific network, which is like your working network, so this network will be active whenever you're working, whenever you're doing a task, even if it's just like something monotonous and you're not really thinking about it, that network is active. So multitasking overloads this network. And if you overload that network, it's going to mean that in the long term, you're going to be able to be less productive. Your brain is going to have a smaller width of like productivity and being able to like problem solve, being able to be creative, like all of these things. It basically like damages your network, your working network. So you, in the future, you will be like worse at being able to work. You won't be able to be as productive. You won't be able to concentrate as well. You won't be able to be as creative, all these things. And I did not realize that multitasking is bad for your brain, but it is bad for your brain. Like, and it makes so much sense because I did this so much. Like I would try and get 3 things done all in one go to be the most efficient. And it would stress me the fuck out. My cortisol would constantly be spiked. Like I would feel so overwhelmed with everything. So I've started just taking one thing at a time. If I'm doing a task and it's taking 30 seconds to load, I will watch it load. I will let myself just be present and let it load rather than trying to complete something else in that small amount of time to be the most efficient. Like I would literally wake up every single day with my heart fucking racing, genuinely. Like, it was so bad. We hiking look like we might, like, dump, though. Like, I kind of like this trade. Not if we leave a 15-minute gap, though. I look like Amelia Clark. I'm gonna Google her because I don't know who she is. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I know who she is. She's in that film. The one... Oh, wait, no. Maybe I'm getting her wrong. I don't know. Isn't she in the film with, like, the guy in the wheelchair? Or am I tripping balls? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping balls. I don't know. I have read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, but it isn't that book. Oops, I put 1 in the chat. I was meant to go on the 1-minute chart. Hey, purple drink. Trading has become psychologically overloaded for me. I've taken a break. That's good. That's great that you have the discipline to take a break. We're at 8:40 right now. Oh, she was in Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Game of Thrones or read Game of Thrones either. I would like to read it one time. Maybe when I'm like a millionaire and I have more time, I will read it. Though I do read books right now. I read fiction, but I feel like for a series, I just need time because I get too addicted and end up not doing anything. TBH. You didn't know you can read Claudia Nice. Stop. Shut up. Got so many equal lows on ES. Ugh. I've had such a shitty trading week this week. My psychology's just on top form, so it feels fine, but it has been a shitty week for me. That's for sure. Oops. Let me see what gold's doing. Oh my god. Fucking joking me right now? I literally marked out this fucking sell side. Guys. Oh my days. Oh. I might cry. I might cry. I might cry. I'm actually gonna trade gold. I literally had that fucking marked out too. I was meant to come back and like check and potentially take a trade, but I low-key forgot. God, that's actually so clean. I'm really upset about that. Right, so this was the 4-hour sweep that we had. We also had a 15-minute sweep right there. And then we wait for a closure below sell side right there. Literally short. Short. Oh my gosh, that would have been so nice. Damn it. I'm really sad about that, but it is what it is. It is what it is, I guess. That is so nice, guys. Ugh. Yeah, I anticipated not great PA for August. I did say that at the end of July, that that's what I anticipated, but I don't think it's been, like this week in particular, like I have just been stopped out for bullshit things. So maybe. Hopefully we'll have more luck in September. We'll just have to see. We just make equal highs. Really? Really, dude? Really, dude? The indicator details? Yeah. You can see all three of them right there. Is that actually just equal highs? Yes, it is. Okay. That's brilliant. That's so great. Yeah, I hope so. Hope so. Honestly, next year, like, I feel like now that I've experienced 2 August price action, I'm hoping next year that I will like be in a really good space with my trading. And I just think I won't trade next year's August. Like, I hope I'm disciplined enough to be able to take a month off. I hope. That's the plan, because this year has been not great for me. I'm like pretty much break even on the month across my fundeds. I managed to get a small payout, but I am just break even on the fundeds. And last year I can remember struggling too. So yeah, I think next year I will be missing out on August price action. Just not worth the like emotional turmoil, you know? Really just not. Dun, 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 dun. You can see the indicator names right here. You just have to read it. My biggest win streak was like a 10 trade win streak. All right. 2 other 9 a.m. candle brings for us. Appreciate you too, twin. Yeah, trendy price action is harder for me to trade. Like, look at the fucking 4 hour. Like, what do you mean we've had fucking 5 consecutive bullish 4 hour candles? Rubbish. Ugh. I low-key like the idea of fucking buys on gold. Am I cray-cray for doing that? I don't know. La 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 la. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry, guys. La 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 la. La 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 la. This is like the same setup that we had on NQ, but NQ just didn't play for the shorts and gold did. I would high key take longs on gold. If at this new hourly candle we can sweep out this 15-minute low. Not 30-minute low, or just 15. Yeah, if we could sweep out that 15-minute low and get like a market structure shift, I'd high key long gold. We have S&T with silver. Inside this bullish fair value gap, discounted bullish fair value gap. Has potential. We are very overextended there. I just trade gold for the first time on stream and say fuck it, or no? Or is that silly? I don't. I'm actually the most unprofitable crypto trader ever. If you look at, I don't even think I'm logged into Coinbase. I think I logged out. I was like, fuck this. I don't know why I'm logged in. Want to know how much I'm down on my crypto portfolio? I don't have a lot in crypto because I really didn't understand what was going on. I'm down 47% on my crypto portfolio. I'm the most fucking unprofitable crypto trader you've ever seen in your whole life. Like, I bought Bitcoin up. Where did I buy Bitcoin? Let me see. I bought Bitcoin at like 80,000, I think. Actually, just mental. Oh, wait, what? I bought XRP ages ago and it's just been down since. I'm pretty sure I bought the top of, or I literally bought the top. I bought at the start of October and I've just held it ever since and I don't know why. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I keep fucking... I have XRP and Bitcoin and they are both heavily down. I will never trade crypto ever again. I'm really unprofitable at crypto trading. I put no stop loss on it too. I just thought, yeah, let's buy Bitcoin. That's a great investment. Yeah, well, fuck that. I was fucking wrong. Oh, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Don't stand by me. Oh, I will be keeping my Bitcoin, don't worry. It's either going to zero or it's going to recover. I don't know why I held XRP. Don't ask, I don't know. No, I won't be afraid. Right, let's fucking have it. This new 9 a.m. candle better do some crazy shit. We could potentially get some longs here now that we've created this new hourly range from this swing low to this swing high. If we can get into a discount, this range, sweep out this 15-minute low inside this bullish fair value gap. Fucking Bob's your uncle. Right, let me delete these. These are fucking confusing. 15-minute low. At any low point had you bought and waited 1 to 4 cycles? Really? Is this for Bitcoin or XRP? Right, new 9 a.m. candle is fucking active right now. Guys, I gotta pee. I'll be back in 1 moment. Hi. You told your friends to buy XRP at 50 cents, but you didn't. Damn. That's crazy. Amarillo. Hugging my pillow. Dreaming dreams of Amarillo. Waits for me. Amarillo. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. What the fuck is this bullshit? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. If it comes into a discount of this hourly range from this low to this high, which it looks like it may, and then we get a market structure shift, I would look to long to these equal highs. I think that is going to be the only valid setup for me, to be honest. And then we also have that external draw on liquidity, which I do think when you actually look at the structure, that is where we want to go. We are holding this bearish gap just about, but I don't think we are going to for long, if I'm being honest. You've not missed anything, no. I'm just waiting. There is sound, I'm just not talking. The fucking shorts play off leaving equal highs. Are you actually serious? Dang it. Good morning. Like, of course it presents a great short setup, but just leaves fucking equal highs. Like, of course. Now that is some bullshit. No, I didn't take the trade on gold. I just marked it out because I've never traded gold before, but I did kind of like what it looked like. And yeah, very sad, but I do like the idea of longs on gold, to be honest. But then, I just don't know. Holy fuck. I'm happy with my shorts from before, especially after seeing this, because like it's not like I took the wrong entry for shorts. They're just like they were gonna play. They just wanted to put in some equal fucking highs, so I wouldn't have been able to take them anyway. So I don't mind that. Okay, 1 hour low has been swept. Hey Segi. Shorts playing out right now is such bullshit. We had to leave fucking equal highs in. Are you in the shorts? I did like the setup, but I didn't like the equal highs. No, I am not in a trade. I probably wouldn't take shorts now with those equal highs. I don't like those, to be honest. Nice. Good afternoon. right, we've had a 15-minute sweep right there. We had a 1 hour sweep. We're in a discount with equal highs above us. I do think the final external draw is right here. I think a pullback makes sense here. But I would... one-hour sweep, 15-minute sweep. Nearly. It is going to be an interesting market open. Gold playing out. All right, we've swept out this low now, so we are now... I just want to clear out some of this. We have a lot going on. Sometimes I like to just delete my drawings so that I can really analyze. So now that we have swept out this low, we are now in a way bigger hourly range. So this is our hourly range. So for me to even consider longs, it would have to be below this area so that we are then in a discount. I do think the shorts could play. I just don't like shorting against equal lows. So for me, it's longs or nothing. What liquidity do you usually look at? I look at session liquidity, but then I'll also look at 1 hour highs and lows and 4 hour highs and lows. I just don't like the idea of shorts. If shorts are going to continue, then that's fine. I won't be entering on NQ. I'm not sure what the New York Open is going to bring, but I do think the New York Open is going to tell us a lot. It's going to tell a great story of what's going on. I would be bearish if it wasn't for these equal highs that we've put in. I would be bearish. But I think there is a chance that we could use the discount of this hourly range to push higher, sweep this out, sweep out this external liquidity, and then be bearish. But obviously, Fridays have a tendency to dump, but we've dumped all week. So it's a bit of a weird one because Friday may want to rebalance, but that might be in PM session during the final hour. So I just want to wait and see what price is going to tell me rather than the other way around. Yeah, I feel like I am quite a chill trader compared to some streamers. I know some streamers are up on their stream like shouting and screaming. Like, I could not do that. Especially because I do stream for like a decent amount of time. Some of these guys only stream for an hour, so they can afford to like force their personality for an hour. I cannot force personality for fucking 3 hours straight. Oh, I have ES on. The hecky. We got 7 minutes till market open, guys. How long will I be on? Kind of depends what market open shows me. If market open is just going to do some bullshit, then I'm going to hop off the charts because I don't want to end up entering a trade that I don't believe in and like kind of getting blindsided. So I'm just going to be super cautious at market open because right now I am a little bit like the 4 hour is giving bearish, but the 1 hour has left equal highs. So then I'm like, okay, well, the 4 hour looks like it could put in a bullish gap. So maybe at 10 a.m. we're going to sweep out that 4 hour low, push down into this gap, and then push higher to those equal highs. So I don't want to marry my bullish bias because the buys could honestly play out at 10 a.m. on that 10 a.m. candle sweep. But like the shorts could just play all the way down to this liquidity. So I'm just being super careful. Like I have to wait for nice confirmation for any trades that I'm going to take. I do think gold is slightly cleaner for some potential continuation longs. We're putting SMT with silver inside a discounted hourly fair value gap. Gold is like very trendy right now, so I'm not against longing gold, but I've never traded gold before, but it does just look really clean, so I don't know. Damn, we are freaking dumping. That's crazy. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Dun, 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 dun. To be fair, because we're putting in this 15-minute gap, I actually, like, on reflection, don't think buys are a bad idea off the open if we get the structure that I want to see, because we are now in a discount of the hourly range, so a setup for longs would be valid. And we have this 15-minute gap which is being put in, which if price does want to continue towards this sell side liquidity rather than snapping these equal highs, we could just trade up into this 15-minute gap and even get a small scalp for buys. So I'll see what the open wants to bring us. If the open just dumps, then, you know, it is what it is. No, I'm not green on the week. I am red on this week. I've had a couple trades which, like, have been unlucky. Yesterday, I got a break even for some nice shorts, and I just ended up trading the wrong asset. I would have got full TP if I traded NQ, but I traded ES. So that was kind of sad. And then got stopped out due to SMT between micros and minis, which is just like a typical fucking August shit PA price action type shit, I feel. Actually is. So there's that. I didn't trade yesterday, couldn't find any nice setups yesterday. Slow week. Slow, unlucky week is what I would say. The markets right now. This is a 30-minute low. Yeah, if we could get... Oh, wait, what are we doing? Oh. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to see for the 15-minute close, to be honest. What are we doing? Bears, Segi, I don't blame you. I want to just see gold right now. That's a 15-minute low. We have just had that 15-minute sweep, so I am a bit like... eh. I don't really like longs on gold anymore. Maybe we won't get a setup, another setup for the day. Who knows, eh? 15-minute is not doing what I wanted it to. If I need longs, I want market open, so ideally dump. Yeah, that was low-key crazy. Like, why are we playing like that at 9:27? Like, just give us a fucking break. All right, here's market open, guys. See what happens. Okay, that's nice. That is what I wanted to see at the open, so I'm very happy about that. I did not want us to tap into that 15-minute gap yet, because that's going to be our first draw, so hopefully we don't, and we break below the 30-minute low that we have here. That is what I want to see. Now, mark that out. Okay, that's that sweep on NQ. No sweep on ES right now. See what gold did. Gold's not doing a lot. I low-key don't like my old idea on gold anyways, so. Says 15-minute let's try value gap. Look at this thing go. That's the 4-hour low. London low is our 4-hour low. I don't know why I have that alert. That's unfortunate that the shorts wanted to play out with equal highs put in. That's unfortunate. That's just unlucky. I feel like that just is typical what you get when you trade fucking August price action though. Actually is. No, I don't trade ICT 2022. I don't really know what I trade. It's kind of my own combination of ICT stuff that I've just learned. I don't really know how to describe it to you. Oh, that's my lot on gold, but I don't really like the setup on gold anymore, I don't think. We had a 15-minute sweep inside of a 15-minute gap. Premium of the range. Equal highs behind though. I think shorts on gold look decent, but not with these equal highs left behind. Why does it keep doing that right now? Why does it keep leaving equal highs where I want a fucking short? We're now in a discount of the hourly range. We're in a discount of the whole upward range right now, which is nice. Had an hourly low sweep. 4-hour sweep. 4-hour sweepy sweep. We've had a 4-hour sweep. We have a 15-minute fair value gap, which we're trading inside of right now. This fucking candle's crazy. What hasn't swept? What do you mean? This 4 hour got swept. The previous 4 hour candle low. I didn't mean 1 hour. I meant 4 hour. This has been swept now. Now I have a really nice S&T. That's gonna be a new 15-minute low. We just gotta be careful of the new 4 hour candle. Our volume imbalance has been tapped into. Stock update daily, bro. What are you on about? Doon, 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 doon. It's not so sad. You understand the shorts are gonna play, but you just get in too early. So sad. So sad, so sad. Yeah, but I wouldn't short against equal highs. It's just part of my model. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I'd rather wait. For me, shorting from here is not a plus, and my model would have been like right there. Like, how do I know we're not gonna just run these highs again at 9 a.m.? Like, the new 9 a.m. candle was so close. How do I know that the new 9 a.m. candle isn't going to open, run out these highs, and then the shorts present, you know? But it just dumped. Like, I can't do anything about that. It's just part of my model, unfortunately. Okie dokie. Here is the 15-minute low. I have a feeling I'm going to be waiting until the new 4-hour candle to find anything. Oops. Oopsies. Yeah, I think that would be nice if we could get a 4-hour sweep on the closure into a bullish 4-hour gap and then take the longs up to equal highs. That would be chef's kiss. So I think patience is a good thing right here. I think patience will stop me from chasing the longs that and getting in too early. So I'm gonna be hella patient. Okay, new 15-minute candle opening any moment now. We have this 2.5 and then also this manipulation lag. 2.5 and this -4 lining up around Asia low. Looks kind of nice. I think we may have a long setup presenting on ES. We just have to wait and be patient for that new 4-hour candle, I think. I did have a look at gold. I wanted longs, but then my idea went out the window a little bit. But I mean, the longs would have played, to be fair. Oh no, to be fair, I wouldn't have even managed to get in yet. Like, I would have been in there. I don't know. This setup on gold wasn't that high probability to me, that's all. Because the 4-hour looks a little bit bearish. I think at the new 4-hour candle, gold might be a little bit clearer on what's going to happen. But until then, I'd be patient with gold. To me, none of this looks too nice. I think ES and NQ are giving clearer direction right now than gold. All right, we have a new 15-minute candle. But don't make me close one more door. Gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Gonna be alright. this morning, out with the rising sun. 3 little birds just by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. I can't believe he's still out there singing. He has been singing for about 4 hours straight. Oh, 12 minutes till the 10 a.m. candle. If the 10 a.m. open doesn't do what I want it to do, then I'm off for the day. My brain's feeling a bit fried. Point. We got fresh trade if I select the eval to trade right now. How litty is that? How freaking litty is that? But I'm gonna throw it back to you. I know I should've somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. On the street. Believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Say to you, but I don't know how. That saves me. Give me the new 4-hour candle and sweep out this fucking low and then close over some fucking buy side liquidity and then we'll fucking enter the fucking longs. Not anybody feels the way I do now. Like to say to you, but I don't know how. anybody still here with me? No, I've not entered. I'm waiting for a 4-hour sweep into the bullish, 4-hour for a value gap on the S&P 500. So I want to wait for this 4-hour low to be put in at 10 a.m. Sweep out this low, tap into this bullish for a value gap, wait for a market structure shift on the 1-minute time frame, and then I'm going to enter my trade. Sorry for the American accent. Oh my god, we just made equal lows with age low. That's so funny. Beggy. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. I'd actually cry. Live music with me. Claudia can sing and trade. What can't she do? Oh, that's nice. There we go. Boom. W, Seggy. W. Wait for previous daily low sweep. Really? Really? My model gives me the bias TBH. Like, I don't need to be trading with the daily bias. I want to trade with the intra-daily bias. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit what the daily candle is going to close like. I'm executing on the 1-minute chart and I'm usually in trades for like 30 minutes. Like, what the daily candle looks like is not that relevant for me. Anyways, it depends how you're trading. Oh, this fucking 4-hour closure looks hella bearish though. I don't use order flow. Bye, Saggy. W trade. I do use the higher time frame to determine the intraday bias, but like I'll have a look and see what I think the daily candle is gonna do, but that doesn't mean that I won't trade like if I think the daily candle is going to be bullish, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't take shorts just because I believe the daily candle is going to be bullish. Hopefully that makes sense. Four minutes till the new 4-hour candle. I have some nice higher time frame SMT right now. Tapped into an hourly gap. Tap into a 4-hour gap. If we can get that 4-hour sweep. That 15-minute closure is looking kind of strong though. We'll see. We'll see in 3 minutes time. Okay, 10 a.m. is looming. 10 a.m. is looming. Oh. Oops. Okay, new 4-hour incoming in 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. Here we go. New 4-hour candle has just opened. We have the 4-hour low here and here. A 15-minute closure was okay. Nothing too special though. I am still live. I've been live for fucking ages today. Not usually still live at this time, but you know, here we are. There is a daily loss limit that you can toggle on and off with Lucid when you pay at checkout, so if you want to risk the full, then I'd recommend turning that off. A few dollars extra though, I think. For real, such a grinder. No, I did try to short after we swept out London High, but I got fucking stopped out. I shorted around here. I thought we were gonna continue, to be honest, like down to here and here, but we just didn't. Alright, 4-hour low is in very close proximity on NQ now. Not so close on ES though. Open hours A+ for me, got lucky, I traded good. Nice. Good job. I want to actually see what gold is doing. I did kind of want longs on it, but I did chicken out. Yeah, I don't think anything on gold looks that nice right now. Where do we go? My brown-eyed girl. La 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 la. What is going on? Are we really not going to sweep the 4-hour low? Nah, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna hop off for the day, guys. I've been on too long and this is just not acting clean. I'm not trying to get caught out from like analysis paralysis because I've been staring at my charts for so long and this just looks like poo. So I'm gonna be done for the day. I appreciate you guys for joining in the stream today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and I will talk to you next week. Have a great weekend.